Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Well, if you follow my channel, you know that I make a lot of things out of duct tape. And what that means is I end up with a lot of centers of the roll, which are those cardboard centers. And I keep getting these requests to make different things from them. And so I'm going to teach you how to make the perfect little Easter basket out of the center of your roll of duct tape. And I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. For this project, we're going to need scissors, an X-Acto knife, always be careful, some sort of cardboard. Now, if you're lucky, when you get your tape, it usually comes with one of these little end pieces. And if you've got that end piece, like I like to save mine because they're great for projects, you can use that. But if you don't, you can use a cereal box or any other kind of box inside. This is just a very lightweight cardboard, like a cereal box cardboard, and it's perfect for this project. I'm also going to be using a duct tape roll that is almost out. Now, as you can see, if I was to pull a little bit further, I would be out of tape. So what I'm going to do is roll this back here, and I'm going to rip it off right at the portion so that it can stick there. That has about like an inch left there, so that I can keep that covered, because I want to keep that covered. Now, here's the thing. I am going to need an additional 7 feet of this kind of tape. So hopefully when you get to that end of the roll, you'll have come out and you'll know that you have 7 feet and you'll go, oh, okay, this is the perfect inside to use. However, if not, you can use a different kind of tape. You are going to definitely need 7 feet of it. And if you decide to use a different kind of tape, then what I suggest is that you take off this entire piece and start with a blank center, which is totally fine. So first thing first, I'm going to take some of my tape, and what I need are 3-inch pieces. So I'm going to lay my tape down here, and I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. I'm going to need 11 of these strips that are 3 inches long, and what I'm going to do is rip them into 3 pieces each, just like that. Alrighty, now this is so that I can cover the inside. One of the things that I have learned about duct tape is that if you take big swatches and you put it in there and you try to smooth it in, it gets all wrinkly and lumpy. But what I have learned is that if you cut it into smaller pieces, thinner strips, it works beautifully. So I'm just going to lay this piece right inside with some on the top, some on the bottom, so that I can overlap onto the front. And I'm going to take my pieces and work my way around. And just like with duct tape fabric, I'm going to slightly overlap as I go along. So I'm going to lay those pieces in there and fold them up and around the top and around the bottom. So you can see I'm starting to cover the inside. Now, if you don't want to cover your inside, you don't have to. You can just jump to the next step. So as you can see, I'm starting to do this. And you would do this all the way around, so that it looks like this. It's completely covered in the center. Now I'm going to use pieces that are actually 4.5 inches long for this next step. So I'm going to pull up some of my tape here, and I'm going to measure this at 4.5 inches. Once again, same technique. I'm going to rip this or cut it, depending on your tape, into 3 skinny strips. I love this tape. This is tape that actually has come from the Dollar Tree, and I have to tell you, it rips really beautifully. I love it. It's my new favorite go-to tape. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to try to get a perfect bottom for this. And again, like I said, if you have one of these, it's great, except as you see, when I put this on here, on top here, it's tiny, tiny, tiny bit bigger. So what I want to do is just trim a little itty bitty bit of this off. But I'm going to show you, if you don't have it, what you would do is just take your duct tape center, take your pencil, and just make a circle on the inside, and then cut it out. Now I've already done that ahead of time here, and I've got it sized in such a way that it's the right size. I'm going to lay this on top here, right here, so you can see right there, and take these 4.5 inch strips and lay them right over top And go to the other side, lay it right over top like that. Now I've made a letter X. Now I'm going to come back and make like a snowflake. Now I am going to do 4.5 strips that I rip into 3 sections, which means I'm going to use 12 pieces here. And I'm going to use those 12 pieces to just keep cross-hatching over, and filling in all those little spots so that it ends up looking like this. Now, once I'm done this, I'm going to add a strip around the outside. Now, this strip is going to be 12 inches long. So I've got a piece that's cut here, and it's 12 inches long. And this is going to be to wrap around my outside here. Now, this is a case where I actually took the whole label off ahead of time, that whole piece of tape. So you can see this is what it would look like if you didn't have enough of that tape, if you didn't have 7 feet of that tape. Now, first thing I'm going to do is take another 12-inch piece and make my strap. So using my 12-inch piece, I fold up 1/3 and seal it, and then fold the top end over top and seal it. And this is going to make a nice little strap. Let's get rid of these little pieces. These pieces are going to be great though. I'm going to hang on to these. I'm going to actually rip those into tiny little pieces. These are going to help me to attach. There we go. So these are going to help me attach my fabulous basket handle. So what I'm going to do is take this little piece of tape, lay it right down here on the bottom of the handle strap, and then I'm going to take this and lay it right along the side of my basket and place that underneath. And then I'm going to take a second piece of tape here, put it on the other side, do the same thing. Take my basket handle all the way over to the edge, the far edge, and then I'm going to seal that in place. Now, just to keep this in place so that it doesn't go anywhere, I'm going to place another piece of tape right in the middle and another on the opposite side in the middle. And now I'm going to come back and I'm going to seal the whole thing with a fabulous piece of tape. This is where, if you wanted to, you could actually add a completely different pattern if you wanted to. Lay the tape as close to those edges as you possibly can and just roll it along. And while you do that, you're going to be sealing in your handle on both sides. The nice thing is, as you're going along, if you see that you're getting off center a little bit, you can always lift it up, shift it over until you get it into the right position, and you end up with this cute, adorable little basket. And there you have it, your very own mini Easter basket made from the center of a duct tape roll. Now, just to show you what it looks like when it's all filled up, I've taken a little stuffed animal and some treats and some of that little grass, that crinkly paper grass, and I've put it inside my little basket just so you can see how cute it can be. I think these would make awesome table decorations for each person who's coming to your Easter dinner. For more fun ideas made from the centers of our duct tape rolls and other things, come and check us out, Sophie-World.com. I might have to have a jelly bean here.